And this is something that I've made a priority as president. Because our workplaces have changed, we have to change with them. So, for example, women now make up about half of America's workforce. More women are their families' main breadwinners than ever before. But our policies haven't completely caught up to that reality. We are still the only advanced country on earth without paid leave. So when a baby arrives, there have been a lot of babies in the White House lately. See, we got another one coming right here, right in the front row. So when a baby arrives or an aging parent gets sick, too often workers have to make gut-wrenching choices about whether they can afford to be there when their families need them most. Too many women face unnecessary difficulties on the job, like the difficulty of being paid less than a man for doing the same work. That's a difficulty. Or being reprimanded or fired for taking too many bathroom breaks when you're pregnant. Clearly, that's a man making that decision, because they don't have 5 pounds of kicks pressing down on their bladder. Or being forced to take leave when they're still perfectly capable of doing their work. Women can't even depend, by law, on getting a paid day off to give birth. So yesterday I traveled to Charlotte for a conversation with working women about the issues they care about most. Heard a lot about the wage gap and how it impacts families. And as I pointed out, ensuring equal pay for women is a no-brainer. There's some things that are really complicated. Sasha and I had lunch before we came out here, and we were talking about some very complicated issues around sort of the future of technology. And paying women the same as men for doing the same job, that's not hard. That's not hard. And it's not a women's issue. As I said yesterday, right now Michelle's not getting paid anything, and she points that out. But before we got to the White House, when she was working, I wanted her to get paid the same as a man did. Because if she was getting paid, that money accrued to our account, just as her expenses accrued to our account. So there's a family issue. And obviously, as a dad, this is personal for me. Because when Sasha and Malia start their careers, the idea that they'd be treated differently as somebody's sons is unacceptable.